If you're manifesting an SP or anything else, then you need to stop being lazy. Yeah, you heard me. Stop being lazy. If you want to know what I'm talking about, then stay tuned. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another rousing episode of Spill the Tea Tuesday. My name is Flossie, and I'm like the funniest, wittiest mindset coach, as well as your OG Hype You Up Rampage Queen here on YouTube. If you'd like one-on-one coaching with me, links will be in the description box below, as well as links to things like the VIP group, where the VIP is a place to be. It's lit, legit. People are getting their shiznit. Why? It's like our own little mini Vegas where I go live once a week, and we all talk about things manifestation related and answer questions in there. Your guys' questions. So, real quick, because I'm losing my train of thought. Of course I am. This week is a holiday week, and I will probably have some sort of Black Friday sale in light of the holiday week, because that's just a thing that a lot of places do. And thank you guys for all the birthday wishes. I turned 50 last week, as you guys know. Many of you wished me a happy birthday, and I appreciate that. So anyway, real quick, you know my calendar before we get to the video. This says, why the fuck isn't this whole week a holiday? It can be when you're the upper power of your reality and you're affirming and persisting and literally getting your shiznits. This says, try to remember what you're thankful for. Swearing, for example. Yeah, I swear all day, every day. Hella thankful for that. Hella thankful also to what? Get my shit. And this one, the last one I'll probably share, attitude of fucking gratitude. Yeah, it's cool to have an attitude of gratitude and be appreciative of what you have. And you can also have an attitude of being the operant power of your fucking reality, getting your shit right and left. Why? Because you fucking said so. How about that? So we are now at video literally 11. Like, this is 11, right? 11 of the series, What Not to Do While Manifesting Your SP or Anything Else. And I'm not going to go over every single title on the list, because that would just take all day. So instead, I will just link the video. I think it's in this corner of the playlist if you want to see the series of what not to do while manifesting, because a lot of videos might tell you what to do sometimes, but they don't really tell you what not to do and what to do about it, which is where a lot of us get caught the F up, right? Doing shit that we shouldn't be doing and then causing our own unintentional delay. I'm going to talk real quick about stop being lazy. And what I mean is I have another video somewhere on my channel where I talk about a rant of people who don't want to affirm. Tell me that they're not going to affirm. Maybe I'll link it here if I can find it, just because it's kind of funny. But I'm going to tell you guys, stop being lazy. Do you want your shit or not? Do you want a GYS, get your shiznit or not? Because, you know, you got to change your dominant thought about that topic. Now, hey, I'm not here to create any limiting assumptions for any of you guys. If you are on your game and you are at the point in your manifestation journey that you can think of whatever you want and literally have it show the fuck up, good for you. But you know what? You have some assumptions working in your favor to get to that point. You have already stepped into your powers, the operant power of your reality. Because I will tell you from personal experience that when I formed the assumptions that I was a master manifesting, aka the operant power, that and I could have whatever I wanted, and that I could always get what I want, because that's the other thing I affirm, master manifesting, always get what I want. And the third, that everything always works out for me. I started getting to the point where I would think of a preference and it would show up. Didn't affirm for it, really didn't persist for it, just literally thought of a preference, and sometimes it would immediately, like as fast as I could snap my fingers, it would show up. Facts. Those are just facts. But those were things that I didn't have what a lot of us term as a lot of resistance to. I didn't have a lot of negative thoughts about that topic. And if you've heard my oil in the water in the cup analogy, I didn't have a lot of oil in my cup about that topic. It was just, I thought of it, had the assumptions that worked in my favor, that I was master manifesting, always got what I want, everything always worked out for me, and it showed up. And so if you're at that part in your journey where you can literally think of what you want and it just shows up and whatnot, good for you. Because that's an awesome place to be at, and many people do get there. But there are some topics that we have an old story associated with, or that we have some assumptions that don't work for us in regards to that topic, and it might not just be a matter of thinking of that and then just getting it. And I think a lot of people forget that, you know, we say to affirm and persist, and affirming literally just means repetition of thought. It's another way to say repetition of thought. However you have that repetition of thought is up to you, whether you want to loop affirmations, rampage, script, have visualizations, go into sats, use a telephone technique. Don't give a fuck what you decide to do. All of it is repetition of thought. Even keeping a clean mental diet can be argued to be repetition of thought, because if you think of a topic is your desire, SP, money, house, job, career, business, whatever, and you keep your thoughts in line with your manifestation, aka have repetition of thought in lines with what you want, that is still putting in some effort, because you are keeping a clean mental diet. You're making sure that your thoughts are in line with what you want to experience. There are some people out there, though, that don't like the way their 3D is going, think their 3D sucks. They are all consumed with their circumstances, which we know what don't matter. Circumstances do not matter. And they don't do anything. Why? Because they allow life to happen to them instead of being in their power and make life happen for them. When you're in the upper power of your reality and you step into your power and you have your repetition of thought and you're affirming and you're staying focused on what you want and your 3D is conforming, you are making your life happen for you. You're giving everybody in your 3D reality a script that you want them to have, and they're showing up in your playing the role that you've given them, that you want them to play, whether it be, yourself in relation to money, how you look, the job you have, whether it's, the people in your 3D reality that are your bosses, your clients, whether it is your specific person as your love interest, whether it's your friends, family, all those people get scripts, including you. And you have dominant thoughts in line with what you want to experience. And your 3D reality is what you want. Things have conformed. Goody. But you've put in some effort for that. There's other people out there, like I said, they just want life. They just let life happen. And then they're pissing and moaning that they don't have what they want. I don't want to hear whining and sniveling if your life sucks when you don't put your negative fucking thoughts in the trash. You see this bitch? Yeah, literally has filth in it. See this bitch though? This bitch is always hungry for your bullshit, always wants your negative thoughts. There's plenty of room. In fact, I had someone in the VIP group say today that they literally, when they have a negative thought, see an owl and it reminds them to put that shit in the trash, which is kind of awesome because that's where your negative thoughts go. And that's where the concept of being lazy goes. I don't want to hear anybody whining that they don't have the life that they want when they literally won't affirm, won't persist, won't keep a clean mental diet, won't even use any of the tools that we talk about that can help you to keep that clean mental diet easier. They can help you to stay on the horse even longer. They can help you not to spiral, period. So, if you want your life different than what it is, and you thought a bunch of negative ass thoughts that got you in the boat that you're in, you need to have some repetition of thought, more than likely. Not saying that you can't just get your shit that quick without having any purposeful repetition of thought. I mean, you're going to have a little bit because you're going to be like, yeah, this is what I'm going to have. And that's what I'm going to accept, which is a form of repetition of thought. I hate to tell you. But when you get to the point in your journey that you can be like, that's my 3D reality and it shifts, good for you. But if you're not in that boat yet, if that's not what your experience is, then you need to do some repetition of thought. And if you're not going to do that, don't come whining to me about your life that sucks, because I'm not going to listen to it. Stop being lazy. You want your shit, you're going to put in a little bit of effort. You have 60 to 70,000 fucking thoughts a day, okay? Like, your mind is constantly thinking. If you can't put in a small amount of effort to rein control of your brain, which should be under your control. Why? Because it's your brain. Yeah? Of course it is. You're the operant power. Why? You have the free will to choose your thoughts, which means you have the free will to decide what you're going to think, to decide what you want, to choose thoughts that are in line with that so that your 3D reality can form. No one else in your 3D reality can do that. Go watch my video on free will if you need a little reminder. So you have the free will to choose your thoughts. Choose thoughts that work for you. If you're too lazy to choose the thoughts that are going to work for you and have repetition of thought for what you want to experience, none of us want to hear about you whining about you not having your stuff. Period. Because I know that I put some time into affirming and persisting, and my 3D reality conforms facts. And as I've formed assumptions that work for me as far as being a master manifesting, being this expert at manifesting, perfect manifester, always getting what I want, and things always working out for me because, of course, everything in my life is perfect. Guess what? Don't have to necessarily affirm as much or have as much repetition of thought for the things I want because it just shows up. But I at least will affirm and persist, have repetition of thought for the things that I do want. Don't be lazy about it. Make that choice. You're going to be in your power and get your shit or not. Do your routine. You should be affirming for what you want at least 3 times a day for a few minutes a day. And then make sure you keep a clean mental diet. There's other videos that I have that talk about that. Go look at my playlist, Manifestation 101. I talk about a lot of manifestation basics. Everyone is you pushed out. How to create affirmations. command letter, fuck you letter, all those things. EFT, blah, 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 dealing with anxiety. Like a lot of that stuff is there. A lot of tools are there to help you to what? Have the repetition of thought, to keep persisting no matter what, so that you can have the 3D reality that you want. But at the end of the day, stop being lazy. If you're going to be lazy and not put an iota of effort into controlling a single thought, I'm not going to give a fuck about your complaining, bitching, whining, and sniveling. I'm like, not going to do it. Not going to do it. And you say, oh, Flossie, you're tough. Yeah, maybe you need some tough love because maybe some other people are wanting to be like, oh, you can just do whatever you want. No, you need to at least not be lazy. Like I said, if you're one of those amazing people that are already in your power and you don't need to really do a bunch of purposeful repetition of thought for your stuff to show up, good for you, because there are people who are at that point. But if that is not you and your 3D reality sucks, then stop being lazy about it and just get your shit. Facts. See? Okay, so that's what the video is about. That's what it's about. Stop being lazy. Your mind is what is under your control. You're the operant power. What your 3D reality looks like is up to you. So there you have it. I will continue to probably have some of my videos about things that you don't want to do while manifesting your SP or anything else. You know, you want that SP? Have positive thoughts in line with your manifestation with your SP. Think positive thoughts in line with your manifestation about your money, your career, your house, your car, your kids, your parents, health, appearance, and let your 3D reality conform. So that's it for this week's video. If you have any comments or questions, video ideas, drop them below. I got to get caught up on checking it out because it was my birthday week and I've been a little busy turning and celebrating 50. Oh, thank you, Indiana Jones, for your fine interruption at the end of the video. But in other words, till next week, I'll talk to you later. Bye.